best so far for round 15 of the Spanish Grand Prix. Hopefully you're doing well tonight, because with the Canadian Grand Prix last week, and that certainly showed a lot of action there last week as well, with loads of people getting title policies and picked up his first win of the season there. Can he keep the consistency going as he needs to, because his Red Bull teammate so far is fighting on his own in the championship, but of course he needs to get going. But Oliver, Owen, mate, nice to have you in the chat, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. I'm loving, I don't know what kind of accent that is. I'm guessing you're trying to do some kind of American accent. But yeah, no, I'm all right, mate. I'm excited for Spain. Ramavaj, he's decided to step down. So yeah, we've only got Laser and Harry Kane really in the fight for this championship. Obviously, mathematically, the top 11 is still in this fight, but the top two are about 100 points ahead of third place now, or Beremy. Beremy's now in third, with Norda's right behind him as well. So at the moment, we've got a battle for basically the top two in the championship, and then basically the rest of the grid fighting for P3.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes there, because I know Remy's had some good form recently. So let's go on board with the man that has consistent top 10 finishes, which is TNR Langfeld. And he's finished in the top 6 quite a few times this season, and he finished 4th in the Monaco Grand Prix too. Here we are on board with the Alpine driver as we head down towards turn where we go. Swooping in, want to take the curb on the inside, and he misses it too. So not really the best line to turn 1 and turn 2 here as we exit turn 3. Now it's a flat out right-hander, should be anyway, but we've seen people crash there before, as well Grosjean back in 2018 when he crashed there, lit the rear tyres up and smashed into Pierre Gasly and Nico Hulkenberg as well. As we go down towards turn 5, braking just before the 50-metre ball, let the car roll in, get back on the throttle, using all the curb and the exit on the outside, which he does do, as now we get towards turn 7 and 10. And this can be a really tricky complex here, because if you go out too wide through there, you can end up spinning the car on the side of curves. Now we go through turn 9, we go flat out right-hander in these Formula 1 modern day cars now. Remember, Pierre Gasly, Brendan Hartley, and I think Heikki Kovalainen back in 2009 all crashed up. But remember, Kovalainen had a puncture or a suspension broke, one of the two anyways. But 12.4 for Jensen R, as he says, the fast time on the medium compound tyres. On board with Langfeld still as we make our way now towards turn 11 to turn 12. That chicane has been cut out to make racing much better in Formula 1, which it has been as well. Here comes Langfeld now. It's a 12.6, but a bit concerning time there because he's 2 tenths away from Jensen. But now Josip goes towards the top of the timing sheets with 11.7. He made a debut back at the Canadian Grand Prix, and he's currently about 8 tenths quicker than Jensen in P2, Owen.
Got 3 guys actually on the medium compound tyres. Obviously, that's a good lap from Jensen. Obviously, on the medium compound tyres. Who was it that last week he set a lap time on the medium compound tyre? I can't remember who it was, and didn't actually improve on the soft compound tyre. I can't remember who that was actually. I don't know if you remember, Jamie, but yeah, who's gone into P2? Rise has gone into P2 with a 12.0. So at the moment, Joseph is the only person into the 1 minute 11s.
Indeed he is, and the Saubers need their drivers now, because they're currently 6th place in the championship. And also we saw Keelan Albarak is here, ladies and gentlemen, in the Aston Martin. Crossfire Strikes now goes towards the top of the timing sheets with 11.7. They're currently a few hundreds quicker than Josip in P2. But yeah, Iceman, Keelan Albarak, Nico and Kofi as well. Fireblaze, Rise and Josip, and Keelan Albarak and Crossfire Strikes are recent newcomers so far, and they're looking very quick indeed. All shout out to Laser, who spent a lot of time and hours on time trying to get these guys in. He's done a fantastic job so far. Norris goes up into P5 in the Mercedes with a 12.0. Could have been on course for the Canadian Grand Prix, but unfortunately safety car switched things around and changed the way that was going. Beremy goes into P6 with a Red Bull with a 12.1. The only driver last week not to get a 3-second time penalty. We've got OWR Dragon out there in 17th place. I remember him making contact there with somebody in the Canadian Grand Prix. We're coming through turn 3 now. OWR Dragon, ever since he made his return back, he has looked really strong, was almost in the brink of a podium, but he has been struggling. Maybe he had full wind damage at the Canadian Grand Prix last week, and his highest finish so far was at the Dutch GP when he made his debut back after a race win at the Qatar Grand Prix. When he was in the Alpha Tauri defending from Harry Kane, he was on 18-lap all medium compound tyres. They're about to explode any moment in time. You should have saw that race too, because the triple right-hander, he was going very slowly, but OWR Dragon will stick with him in the Aston Martin. He's got the Sauber right behind him too. Kofi, like I said, Sauber really need their drivers to perform so far in the constructors, because they're currently P6, and we know that Keelan Albarak and the Finnish driver who took part at the sorry, those notifications coming through. I thought it was something that I had to keep an eye on. But the finish driver of Wingish, the ILT man, they both got second and fourth. And I thought Saab would be bad because Babbitt was here, remember, at the start of the season, fighting for victory against Ramovaj. Those two are left, Babbitt and Ramovaj, but I know Babbitt's still racing with me in another league. Here comes Dragon across the line now to go up into P8 there. Owen.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck from Dragon at 12.4. He's currently P11 in that championship. Obviously, he joined quite late. Where did he join? I can't remember when he joined, but he joined mid-season. Well, not mid-season, a quarter of the way through the season. I think he is trying to chase down Oliver in that championship. Oliver's currently P10. I think about 7 points is splits the two guys. So yeah, Dragon, his next target in the championship, of course, is Oliver. Oliver's on an outlap at the moment, down in P18. Oliver, we haven't really mentioned him at Merch at the moment. Not even last week, but he's always there. Like, I don't know, pretty much in the middle of the pack anyway. He tries to keep it clean, trying to keep it consistent. And I know his pace is not as quick as the top guys, so we know that he just tries to stay consistent, and he'll take the result as long as he's consistent, really. But yeah, let's see what he can do today.
DJ, he was on a long time, as you said, consistency. Went off the track at turn 7 there. That's where Nikita Mazepin spun as well back in 2021 with the Haas Eurocardi sponsor who wanted their money back at the Dutch GP. They got hold there. DJ and Harry Kane were the ones fighting last season, the Spanish Grand Prix. What an incredible fight between those two. But Harry Kane got the better of him, and I think they both made contact as well between Harry Kane and himself and DJ. So that lap time there for me and DJ has been ruined, unfortunately. And now we're going to see what the others could do, because BMM, I think, is going for a lap. No, he's not. Where is Harry Kane? Harry Kane is currently in P11. We know he likes to go for those long runs, of course. That's his main strategy, and that's my strategy as well, because I like to save a set of softs. Get a feeler for the track, see what limits you could push around here as well, and see how the car behaves and handles around this 4 points he's coming to circuit, as it can be really difficult, especially in the last sector. But of course, we know more about the chicane, because usually when I enter that, I always think about, is the rear going to step? Am I going to make a braking zone? And Icy Man is making his way back into the pit lane then. So Crossfire Strikes, Owen, is still on pole. But I want to take you through a lap with the Crossfire Strikes as we head down towards turn 1 there, nipping the apex really nicely. Also, use a bit of curve in turn 2. Don't get greedy in turn 2, because it can throw you off balance. Here we are, flat out to turn 3. It seems like you're bogged down, but it's normal. Taking this tighter slide through, here we go. As we go towards turn 4, breaking the 50-meter board, but somebody has taken it out then. So somebody's been selfish, as Crossfire Strikes there has a massive slider oversteer, or massive wheel spin, shall I say, out of turn 5, as he tried to get on the power. He was a bit wide coming out of turn 5 there, so could have altered the way he was getting on the power there, not expectedly. But here we are, coming through turn 7 and turn 8. You can see the back end of the car just tail happy there. Crossfire Strikes rear end looks really tail happy so far. And here we are, out of turn 9 we go. DRS enables, we head down towards turn. This can be really tricky as well, especially on the exit, because you can have massive wheel spin as he feathers the throttle really nicely, gets back in the power as soon as the car straighten up. Here we are. Look at the drift. Look at the sliding through there. The engine braking, let the car rotate even more instead of spinning around with the engine braking. If you put it towards the rears, it can really ruin you. You've got to be very careful the way with the engine braking and how you use it. But Crossfire Strikes has, I thought he ran out of fuel, but he ran out of ERS as he goes towards the top of the field. It's an 11.4. No, Jensen! Jensen goes towards the top of the field. It's an 11.4 there, and he beats him by almost a tenth though, and it's close between the top two. These two are on form this season. Can they keep it up?
I'm loving your enthusiasm tonight, Jamie. Yeah, hopefully they can. Jensen, I was on board with him with the in the final sector. He was 8/10 up on the sector 2 line. But yeah, no, it was good lap there from Jensen, 11.4. Again, he's also on 2-lap old soft compound tyres, so he's not actually on brand new sets either. So yeah, let's see if anyone can go any quicker than that. But yeah, as you were saying about the track earlier, they've obviously got rid of the chicane. I think it's a lot better now that the 2 final corners are pretty much flat out. It definitely helps with traction, of course. Obviously, you don't have to worry about the chicane anymore, so that means you can basically run a little bit less downforce than you probably would with the chicane in. But yeah, no, it's definitely a lot better. Obviously, the hard braking zone as well at turn 10, just after that shorter DRS zone. I'm not a massive fan of it. I don't think it. I think the what we had before was probably better than what we have now. But I think Rise is on a lap. As you can see, Rise, he just lost the back end as well on that corner that I was talking about where they modified it. So yeah, that corner is definitely a lot more difficult than it was, but the chicane definitely makes the track better in purpose of more enjoyable.
Hopefully we see some more enjoyable Clays Racer too, because when that chicane got removed, we definitely see some great action here in the past as well. We Lando Norris, Max Verstappen and George Russell back in 2024 this season. Keenan Albarak, here he is in the middle centre, absolutely flying as he is in the Aston Martin then, as we make our way now towards turn 12. This is like turn 4 at the Hungarian Grand Prix, because if you go on that inside curb there, you will spin the car out. Got to avoid, look at him sweeping through the corners there in 7th gear, no hesitation, and Keenan Albarak, where is his reward? It's 11.6 there. He improves his time, but not his position there, as his teammate is right behind him, giving a nice tow. I remember Keenan Albarak and Draugen there didn't really communicate with each other back at the Canadian Grand Prix, because they were on different strategies, of course, but their strategies got ruined because they were fighting each other too much there. So that was the consequence they had to suffer through. And 6 minutes left to go. And who do you think is going to take pole position? I think, I don't know what I actually think, to be honest with you, because I can't think. But I think Jensen is on form.
Yeah. I think it's going to be close between Crossfire Strikes and Jensen. They are normally up there in qualifying, and normally in the race. Well, I know that their qualifying pace is definitely stronger than their race pace. As we've seen already since they've joined the league, obviously Jensen's made mistakes, and Crossfire Strikes also the same as well. Not as consistent as they probably would like to be. Crossfire Strikes has come out now for, I'm guessing it's going to be his final lap. He might have a go at 2 laps maybe from Crossfire Strikes. But yeah, it's going to be between these two, unless someone can somehow, I don't know how, can put a lap together really well. As Icyman in the McLaren just went up to P3, replacing Pocket Valley Guy for tonight's race. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, he's a guy in the McLaren today, obviously Laser's teammate, and the McLaren and Red Bull is close between the two today.
Yeah, Oliver just dead last. Haha, just what I was expected. He is in last place. All Paul Oliver with a 12.8 there. But this is Division 1, the creme de la creme, as we know it is. The top of their game, the Division 1 drivers. No room for error whatsoever. But Oliver, mate, let's see what your target is. You're in the 12s. I think around Draugen, Kofi, Laser style is where you're going to be aiming tonight. But I think, yeah, Icyman is on the lap side, like you said. So let's go on board with the McLaren driver. But I think he's backed out of it, so I think I've missed out.
Yes.
As look at Hurricane in P10, so he's done 4 laps on the set of soft compound tyres at 12.0, multiple runs, and also set the fuel up as well to do that, so extra weight carried off, and a brand new set of soft compound tyres with Tricky Evolution and his own performance. So let's see if Hurricane, his qualifying recently hasn't really been that great, because I remember Remy out-qualified him twice in the last few races, so I think Hurricane is struggling. But we did see in the podium interviews as well that Hurricane does like to sacrifice his quali to suit it more better for the race, and that is wise indeed. But it all depends where you start, though, because if you get caught up in that midfield pack, you're not able to overtake him in that DRS train, not able to get there towards the top, more risk of making contact as well and being in the wrong position. But I think Lace go for a lap. He's a 10th down the first sector. Qualifying hasn't really been his forte so far this season, as now we're coming through turn 9 there. DRS wide open for the McLaren driver, as he usually recovers strong in the race. He got an unexpected podium last week at the Canadian Grand Prix. Well done to him as well after getting that podium, where it was Remy that took the win, and Jensen R who got an unexpected podium after being on the wrong strategy, but still capitalised as we now run off turn 13. The final 2 corners absolutely flat out through here. You should have no problems there, unless of course you validate by taking a wider line. Here comes Laser. It's 11.6, so decent place for Laser so far for a championship contender, and he puts that McLaren on the 3rd row along with Joseph there. We'll see what the others are out there doing. I think Martin has just crossed the line there to go up into P14. He has running low on fuel, so make his way back into the pit lane. But one person or few I'm surprised by is Kofi. Kofi had a really good qualifying and a good race as well, the Monaco Grand Prix. He won the Monaco Grand Prix, but Hurricane got his 10-second title to remove because it was all a bunch of BS apparently in the end. So that's why he didn't get a podium at Sauber. They need those results, like I said, because they've been down in the championship, down in the dumps, nowhere to have a resolution, just like in real life actually. But this is a game, so it's all equal. So the 2 Sauber boys are Josip and Kofi few times. Crossfire strikes, I believe, has just invalidated his lap time. The thing is, though, he can't go for another lap time because he's running on fuel. And also, time's ticking down. Will he get another lap time in Owen?
No, I don't think he will. He won't have enough time to come into the pits, obviously, because your engineers technicians and mechanics, they take so long to get the car back in and get the car back out again. It takes at least 45 seconds for all of that. But yeah, I wish somehow you'd be able to just come in, change tyres really quickly, get fuel really in a way like they do in sometimes in qualifying where they do an actual pit stop. Martin's retired there, but yeah, the qualifying at the moment, it's around about 1.4 seconds is the gap between first and 20th, so it is really close here today. Everyone's now on their out lap, starting on getting ready for their final lap. And I thought Jensen was on the lap, but no, he isn't.
He was.
Who is on a lap? I don't know who is on a lap, to be fair.
He was on
Nico's aside a lap.
he was on a lap time there. I mean, you were spot on the money, but he made a mistake out of turn 4. It was a little mistake, but he knows on the final laps of qualifying, there's no room for errors anymore, as all the drivers are going for gold here. Nico swooping through turn 4. Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton crashed there back at the 2016 Grand Prix. Rise has retired in the pit lane too, unfortunately, but he did do his lap earlier on as you take that sacrifice. So use an overtake out of turn 5. We go. We power our way down towards turn 7, past the kicker 6, into turn 7, turn 8. Loads of people we caught out before. It's so easy to lose the car, especially understeering and getting on the sausage curb. Turn 9, latest retired in the pit lane, so 5th or worse for him. As Nico coming towards the end of the middle sector, he's lost a bit of time in the middle sector. Interestingly, it was a 10th up, but he's lost a few hundreds there. So I wonder what could have been there for the Williams driver in the technical part of the lap. Coming towards the final sector now. Nico, can he make up the time? Can he improve on his P7 position? He is a newcomer, remember, but if it's only a few hundreds up, it might leapfrog Josip. So here we are, our questions about to be answered now. Oh, he goes up into P2. Oh my goodness me, Nico, where did that come from? It's P2, 3/10 in the final sector. If he had not messed up in sector 1, what could it have been there for Nico? Incredible stuff, literally blew my eyes away. So let's see if Nico can stay there. But Jensen R is on a lap time. Let me take you through this final lap as he uses all the curb on the outside as you possibly can. Now we're going in towards turn 7. Nips the apex there, kisses the curb on the exit. A bit of sausage curve there too, but it all depends on confidence as well and your setup preferentials if it does suit it. DRS enabled coming onto the short straight. We do see a few overtakes down here as we go down now towards turn 10. We go. Jensen R is a few hundreds down, but it's on his previous best, and also Jensen had a slide out of turn 10 as well. He does like a really unstable rear end. We saw that Singapore Grand Prix, we saw it in Canada. He likes the rear end to be loose, and here comes Jensen now making his way towards Fireblaze. Oh my god, set the world on light there. He goes up into P2. Jensen across the line. It's 11.3. He raised the bar again, does Jensen R, and that is an incredible lap time. Icy Men was a 10th up in the first set, so messed up. What about Josip in P7? What's he going to do? He's not on a lap time, unfortunately. Rising Star goes up into P8 after suffering a few invalidations here and there and there. No one is into P11. Where the hell is Harry Kane? Where is Harry Kane? P10. Oh my goodness me. Can Bear Remy out qualifying again? He is on a lap time as Bear Remy. Norris has backed out of it. He's P12 or worse. It depends. Here is Bear Remy. What can he do? DRS enabled. Can he take pole? No, he can't. It's 11.7. They got high for no reason. But anyways, Jensen is on pole like he was in the Singapore Grand Prix. Owen, what a qualifying. Both Williams, second and third, on their debuts together. Unbelievable.
Yeah, good qualifying there from the Williams, and yeah, really, really close today. 1:11.3 is the pole lap, and 20th place 1:12.4. So only 1.1 seconds between the first and 20th. So yeah, really close qualifying tonight. Obviously it is quite short at that time around here, but yeah, it's still really close, and that's what we like to see, Jamie.
Oh, yes, it is. And we'll see what happens out to turn number 1. Remember, Jensen made contact in the first lap of the race, which really ruined his strategy. Had to pit earlier on, remember. So here at the Spanish Grand Prix, he's on pole. It's a long run down into turn number 1 there, and we'll see, can he manage it? He's got both Williams creeping in the background there, as Pastor Maldonado got a jump by Fernando Alonso back in 2012, but Pastor Maldonado took it back due to pure race pace. Jensen, Fireblaze, the Dutchman in P2, literally on place tonight. Nico in P3, Crossfire Strikes in P4, Icy Men P5. Look at that, the top 8 are not even the original crew from last season or this season. They're newcomers. The top 8 showing everybody how it's done. Laser P9 9,
Wow.
Hurricane P10, Beverly P11, Rise 12, Nordus, Dragon, Martin, Loaded Boy, Kofi, Nagbar, Martin, MDJ, and Oliver, who fills out the back row. Oliver, there's still the race to go. Anything could happen here, and let's see. Owen, what are you gonna think? What are you thinking about this race, mate?
Yeah. Why? I don't know why. I see Bear Remy. Oh, there we go. Bear Remy had full wet tyres. I don't know. His style changed to mediums. But yeah, strategy-wise, it's going to be medium hard. It's probably the most common one. But it's so you can see softs in this tyre. You can do a soft medium tyre run around this track, but you are going to struggle with tyre wear.
Yeah, you're definitely going to struggle with tyre wear, especially when you're going to start the soft compound tyres. That will definitely ruin your strategy. But I did not get to talk yesterday in Division 2, so let me run you down what happened in Division 2, because what a race there. We saw that Smoke was trying to overtake people on older tyres, but just one too short, and Adams held him off. I think the main critical point for him, when he stayed behind him for too long, and quite a lot, and he left him with 3 laps left to go, vulnerable, and he tried to overtake as well Energy Dan, but Energy Dan let him go because the teammates, of course. Then it was Adams. I thought Adams would lose it because he was losing the car left, right, centre, where where it was Spoke, it was challenging. They went side by side in the final few corners. Both of them in turn 12 and turn 13. That's incredible stuff indeed. No contact was made, as I saw from the helicopter point of view, but fantastic racing. Either one could have spun out due to the pressure, because one's going for his 4th win in a row, and the other one's trying to go for his 3rd one, I think, or twice, because he did get denied a few times. China, when his teammate overtaken him. The Dutch GP, when he lost that to a post-race penalty. The Miami Grand Prix, when he lost out to a post-race penalty. But the Dutch GP, where he came back strong, and he had a 2-week absence as well, so we didn't expect him to come back winning after starting all the way down there in the lower end of the field. But what a final lap that was. Plenty of strategies going on here. Cassidy could have took advantage, but he made contact at the back of Smoke, trying to go down the inside, so we lost a few places. But I don't expect, Owen, that many safety cars will come out today, because it is quite a long runoff area. I don't see many people the experience these guys have. They shouldn't really be connecting wheels like that and head off to the wall of turn 5. Turn 5 is such a weird place to spin, although we did see, I think, who was it who spun there? Was it Charles Leclerc who ditched it into the gravel in turn 5? I remember someone doing it.
No
could have been Carlos
idea.
Sainz.
I'm guessing it was one of the Ferraris, if you're mentioning them two drivers. But to be honest, I can't remember what happened. But yeah, like you said, when you mentioned Division 2, we had 3 safety cars last night. Kind of ruined my strategy, but it don't really matter.
Ruined my stream.
But yeah, no, I'm expecting less safety cars for this race. Obviously, a full grid. We've seen it quite often now with Division 1, which we love to see.
We do indeed.
Yeah, so. Yeah, let's see what will happen tonight in Division 1. Obviously, we've got both championship contenders down in 9th and 10th. So they're right in the middle of the pack, so they just need to keep it out of trouble to hopefully have a good race for them. We'll have to see what happens with that.
Electro down. Says Lazy's going to win by 32 seconds. I don't know how you're going to do that from start PS7 to PA, but good luck anyway, mate. Who do you think you are? Max Verstappen on 2023. And he took the fast up away from his teammate as well to put more salt in the walls. But here we go. The tyre strategies, ladies and gentlemen, and we've seen the medium hands hards, the usual way to go. My volume's a bit loud there, so let me just turn it a bit down because the cars are quite too loud. Imagine commentators of the older games like 2011, 12, 8, 6, 5. We could barely hear ourselves talk with the roaring engines. I wouldn't even turn it down either because it's so lovely. Yeah? Any words, Owen? What's your predictions for this race? What do you think is this race going to go out? All Fireblaze and Nico, the 2 people on the medium compound tyres, but they're both teammates as well, so one will have to stay out longer than the other. But how do you think this race will go?
See, like you said, with the top 8 all new for this season, we didn't see them last season. To be honest, I have no idea. I know Jensen been struggling recently with obviously his consistency. I think he got podium last week.
He did.
So he's trying to carry on, get this performance, his form up and running. So I would say Jensen's going to be, if he keeps it consistent, is going to be on the podium. And to be honest, with the Williams, I have no idea how their race is going to go because I've never seen them race before. So yeah, good luck to them. Crossfire Strikes, I've seen them a couple of times race already. Again, consistency is the worrying factor at the moment. So hopefully he can kick off that campaign with a good, clean race for him today in Iceman. Not really seen him that much. Keenan, again, I haven't. Joseph, not really. Rise of the Star, not really. Laser, if he can keep it like he has been consistent, he'll be on that podium once again. And then same with Harry Kane. He just needs to make sure he is with him at the all this race, really.
This league is building up with more and more drivers getting the division. This is the SFR we've been wanting for a long time with mighty competition, with very quick drivers indeed. What are we going to see in this 33 lap race as Oliver lines up into his grid slot? Back qualified for MDJ, we didn't really mention him. And Kofi too, out of place down in P17. But what can he do in the race? He crashed out in Monaco. Let's hope we don't do it here today. And ladies and gentlemen, away we go for round 15 at the Spanish Grand Prix. It looks like massive wheel spin there for Jensen. He might get swamped by both Williams there. There's someone in the grass. That's Oliver on the grass. But the Haas is in a sandwich there. Here comes Fireblaze. Off the inside is turn number 1. Is there any contact? No. But there is between the both Williams there. Both of them on the mini compound tyre. Scrapping away for first and second. No team orders here from the Williams pair as Nico swoops around the outside into turn 4. Let's hope they don't crash turn 4 like Nico Rosberg did and Lewis Hamilton. And somebody's off the order there.
Harry Kane!
Harry Kane is the championship leader. He's gone for a spin. It's 20th for him, and he's only 10 points ahead of Laser 2. This could be detrimental for his championship. What's Harry with Harry Kane? And sorry to interrupt there again, but Jensen, oh my goodness, what's going on there? Jensen's lost the place towards Crossfire Strikes. He's had a moment at turn 5 already. Keenan Albarak is all at the back of him. But over to you, Owen. What's going on there? What have you seen, mate?
Well, first off, I was on board with Oliver like I normally go at the back. All I've seen, Rise obviously lost the back end at the very beginning, and he obviously went on to the grass, and Rise were right at the back. Then I saw Harry Kane just go really slow at the exit at turn 3, so you might have just lost it a little bit. Then Noldus again lost it at turn number 5. And then also, who is it? Martin's got damage as well. I don't actually know how Martin's got that damage, but yeah, it's all been a bit feisty at the back of the field.
A great opening start to this race for both Williams drivers as Icy Men is defended from Joseph there for P5. But gets a tap from the back of the Sauber there of Joseph as well. So we're going to be very careful there not to die again. He's on the medium compound tyres, of course, so he is going to be quick at this stage. He needs to make his way through on the medium compound tyres, but at the same time, DRS is already enabled. He couldn't make up the places he wanted to on lap 1 as they all kept it fairly clean, and he stayed where he started to. So is Fireblaze. So even though he gained 1 place, he lost it immediately because Nico went around the outside. It's like a George Russell type situation, because George Russell had a mega star. Well, he didn't have a mega star. He was in the slipstream of both of them, Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. He swooped around the outside. The pole sitter has gone from first to third, emulating what happened in the Spanish Grand Prix. This time it's both Williams in P1 and P2. So this time they've got to make sure they don't fight, because they need to drop the others away. They're on the medium compound tyres, of course. They're going to be on the harders later. That could play an effect because the hard compound tyres is a really good tyre. But at this stage, do not fight each other like we saw both Saubers did. Joseph is ahead of Icy Man. He puts himself into P6. Crucial move there for him. As on the medium compound tyres too. Lord Danny Boy is ahead of Harry Kane. Harry Kane, an absolute shocker here after he won last season at the Spanish Grand Prix. What's happened to him? I presume both Williams are going to trade DRS as we go down towards turn 1 and turn 2. That's what you want to do. Do not fight in the corners. You want to trade DRS, leapfrog each other, and try and build that gap. It's a Williams 1-2 for the first time since Austria 2014 when Felipe Massa took pole. Bottas second, but obviously the Mercedes was dominant, so it overtook both of them with Rosberg went on to win. But it's nice to see Williams 1-2. It's so odd to see that these days as Crossfire Strikes is fighting for his life to try and get himself back in the DRS range. He's 1 second there, but with the extra grip on the medium compound tyres through the slow speed, high speed corners, they should pull out an edge on him, which they're doing right now evidently. So Crossfire Strikes is not able to get there. Keenan Albarak stiffing all the back of Jensen there. We know Jensen's quite tail happy there. Not got a good rear end whatsoever has Jensen, but he's dropping backwards in the clutches of Keenan Albarak, who we've seen in the past has got good pace. He turned and the Monaco Grand Prix, a bit of a twitch at the exit turn 9. Here comes the Aston Martin now. I told you the back in the car does not look stable as we go towards turn 10. What do you do with Klasaru? Switch back, he tries to, gets on the throttle, tries to get on the throttle quicker than Jensen, but has a massive snap himself as we exit turn 11. Going now, this right-hander we go. They're still side by side. Surely one of us going to end this battle here, but Crossfire Strikes is 1.7 seconds away, so both Williams doing diligence there on their strategy in P1 and P2, pulling away and using each other's DRS.
Yeah. This is really important for both Williams. That's exactly what they're doing right now. Is absolutely perfect. But Keenan is going to go for a move on Jensen. Jensen's trying to squeeze him out wide, and he does that, gets that outside move. But then, like you said, he's trying to get the switcheroo done once again on Jensen, trying to get the better exit for turn 3. Jensen's going to try and have to go defensive, but he doesn't really defend it. But Keenan's going to get back out a bit anyway, and they're both trying to get past. Well, not really, but trying to get past the Crossfire Strikes. So the gap is now 2.1 seconds between P3 and both Williams. But yeah, this is key from both Williams. Get maybe the first, well, a 1-2 for a team. I'm not seeing that in the division yet this season, so I think this would be the first time as well if you see that 1-2 finish.
We've had 5 podiums from the Williams boys, but that's all thanks to Robert Badge. But unfortunately, the Hungarian could not make it anymore. I will miss him in the future. Please come back, because you're a really good person, a great personality, always like speed to, calm and level-headed too, with some great pace. But maybe you got future stuff going on as well. So whatever you do in the future, good luck, mate. Maybe you haven't got this time for this game, as something's changed your life. So wish you the best of luck, mate, and we'll see you back on the grid very shortly. A long-time driver here in SFR, who is always one of those drivers that got on the podium. Here comes Keenan Albarak now on the Jensen side by side. A simple DRS move, but they both got DRS on the back of the RB. It's all down to who's brave into turn 1 here. Almost goes for a double move, but there's not enough room as Jensen tries to stick on the outside, has the inside for turn 2, but Crossfire Strikes us ahead and maintains in P3. But the Sauber, look at Joseph there. He's desperate. He needs to get past these medium runners. He can't afford to get stuck behind them. This is the consequence you pay in the lower end of the midfield when you start the medium compound tyres, because you need to make up places, but you can't because there's a DRS train. And try like this where it's difficult to overtake, because you can easily do a block defence there and try to stay on the racing line. Not many straights, but get a good exit out of turn 5, set yourself into turn 7, but he can't do so, Erin.
Yeah, and right at the back, well, not that right at the back, but Harry Kane is currently up to P14. He's just got past MVJ, and now he's trying to get past Langfeld for that P13. He's going to have to try and catch up to the back of this. And between P3 and I think it's P11 P12, sorry, Draugen. So Harry Kane will have to try and get past Langfeld as soon as possible to try and catch up to the top 12.
Who is this? Is this a new person? Oh, is that you? You sound so different, mate. What happened to you?
Yeah, sorry. I had to unplug my mic quickly.
Oh, sorry to interrupt here, but here comes Keenan Albarak on Crossfire Strikes, and Jensen defending from Joseph there. But you sounded so different there, Owen. Oh, both Williams are swap places into... Don't be sorry, mate. As Martin has retired from the race, and it's a safety car, and this could benefit the medium compound tyres runners. Langfeld, Bear, Remy, AMS Nico, and Fireblaze. But Williams has got to double stack. So Nico, who lost the lead because his teammate overtook him just as the safety car comes out, and now he's got to pay the price of a double stack. Oh my goodness me. But guys, you can't predict when a safety car comes out. Over to you, Owen. What are you going to say, mate?
The Williams guys will be so, well, just not happy at the moment. This is not what they were needed. They were pulling away, but the gap was about 2-3 seconds. They just was obviously just exchanging DRS, and now they might have to protect this 1-2, and now, well, yeah, completely lose this 1-2. We might not see this 1-2 for the rest of this race with the two Williams, unless they have amazing pace. But at the moment, they have been showing a brilliant pace. Obviously, they're on medium compound tyres, where Keenan, Crossfires, and Jensen is all on the hard compound tyres. So I'm guessing they're going to pit now. Obviously, Nico has really backed off there, so his teammate was able to pit, and he doesn't lose too much time. Let's see how much time Nico is going to lose. Obviously, they're coming into the pits now. So Fireblaze, I'm guessing they'll both be going on to hard compound tyres. Hard compound tyres to the end shouldn't be a problem. And Nico does lose a little bit of time, but not too much, so he should be okay. So Fireblaze comes out around P6, and Nico comes out in P9, just behind Jensen. So he has lost quite a lot of time, to be fair. Jensen and Keenan has both come onto the medium compound tyres as well.
Something happened like it was. So this when the safety car comes up, people are getting surprised. Although I got myself surprised, because I was leading the majority of the race until the safety car came. And I got disqualified from it because I was on a safety car, even though I was supposed to lead the Grand Prix and take the championship points. Anyway, that was a painful day. I was really kicking myself, but you just got to keep an eye on your full map, see where the safety car is, because Joseph did overtake Crossfire Strikes. And Crossfire Strikes, it's not the first time either that would have been involved in a safety car problem like that, because it really wrecked his race at the Japanese Grand Prix in another league commentator as well. So Crossfire Strikes in P1. We know the guys on the hards are going to stay out. They can't go medium because they got to pit again, and their tire, if they do go towards the end, their tires will just wear off dramatically. So Jensen, like he did in Canada, has opted to go for medium compound tires. Like, he took them from a long way in Canada, but this tire wear around here is slightly more severe with the high speed corners and slow speed corners too. So let's see if that will work. Keaton Albarak has gone for the medium compound tires as well. So let's see how that plays the strategy. I've got a mixture of strategies going on. What is the best strategy? We know that Nico and we know that the other Williams and Fireblaze can go towards the end. Those halves can go towards the end of the Grand Prix if they wanted to. They could go for miles. But for likes of Keaton Albarak, Jensen, DJ, but they've got nothing to lose down there, so maybe the medium compound tires anticipates on the safety car. But Martin is the one that caused the safety car, and Crossfire Strikes that were leaving the way after getting pole in the Monaco Grand Prix, but unfortunately crashed on the Nova chicane. With that blistering lap time he did, and
I'm here. Sorry, you were lagging a bit as well. I wasn't sure if you finished or not. So yeah, the top
Daniel!
5, they will now be hoping,
it's Energy Dan. Sorry.
For, the top 5 will now be hoping for another safety car near the end of this. Well, not right at the end, but near the end. Obviously, just to help out with their strategy. Obviously, now everyone behind them has already stopped, so they don't need to make another pit stop. Obviously, the guys on a medium compound tyre, I suspect they're also going to be hoping for another safety car as well. Maybe they can get to the end. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, let's see if the top 5 can make this work. Now, obviously, with now then still have to pit in, and then the rest of the grid doesn't have to. Joseph has made a mistake, and and Harry Kane, and I think he's actually got saved there because Dragon and Harry Kane has just had to let him back through. So I think he's got away with that.
Lucky at you, Joseph. The guys behind had illegal overtake, but he must have dropped out of turn. I think it's 7 after I tried to warm the tyres there, but the Hards could live with it. Romain Grosjean crashed, I think, under a safety car back in the 2018 Grand Prix, and George Russell did the exact same thing. That is very costly. It sounds so silly when you crash under a safety car or get disqualified, but at the same time, these things do happen. These tyres need to be warmed up as well. He is on the he's on the medium compound tyres there, wants to fire them up to mount an attack on Laser and Crossfire Strike. So here we are. The safety car is coming in towards the end of this lap, and we can see some more green flag action then, with Crossfire Strikes lead them away at the exit of the final corner then. So Laser there, 6/10 back, he won't make a move going down into turn 1, and away we go then. Crossfire Strikes in the lead ahead of Laser. Joseph in P3 in the middle compound tires, Dragon in 4th place, Hurricanes moving to P5, sorry, and here comes Jensen now on Keenan Albert. Remember, they're on the same tyre, so I thought Jensen would try and go for a move in the early stages there, try and clear his rival and get on the back of these old tyre runners and see what he could do from there. But Keenan Albrecht has got the grip on the medium compound tyres. He needs to make his way past through the pack. Remember what happened to Smoke? He got stuck there and it cost him towards in the Grand Prix. Only just though. Here comes Fireblaze on them hard compound tyres too, side by side with Hurricane. As we head down towards turn 5 we go. Can Blaze get a better exit with traction as Hurricane gives him a squeeze, but still enough room there. And look at the Aston Martin wants to take advantage too. But Hurricane's great defensive there does not allow. And here comes Jensen now. Here comes Keenan Albrecht side by side into turn 9. Fireblaze had to get the throttle. They both make contact, and Fireblaze and Keenan Albrecht is off the track. And here comes Jensen now on the medium compound tyres. That's good news for him, getting rid of one of the medium runners there. Jensen trying to stick it on the outside. He does have the grip on the medium compound tyres now, side by side. Fireblaze, I'm getting so confused there. Fireblaze, Keenan Albrecht. There's so many people involved. I don't even know what I'm saying no more. You take over, Owen.
Yeah, so Keenan has just overtaken Fireblaze as well, and now Jensen is going to. Obviously, Jensen and Keenan both on the medium compound tyres. DRS has now been enabled, but they will not have it for this lap. But no problem for Jensen. He's going to go around down the inside of Harry Kane and get that move done. Harry Kane doesn't really need to fight Jensen too hard, as he's just going to lose more time, and I don't think he really needs that with it, obviously with him being in the championship fight. But here comes Keenan as well, turn 3 on the inside. He now has the inside for turn 4, and again gets that move done. I think Harry Kane will try and get the switcheroo done, but again he can't really do that, so no look there. And now Icy Merne is now going to literally go for him. Daniel Ricciardo dive bomb move on Harry Kane, and he also gets that move done. So Harry Kane has just lost about 3 positions in sector 1.
is going so bad for Norris. Another spin for him. That was a lovely dive move. Nice and control. Let the rear slide through to rotate the car in the corner. Turn 5, allowing the engine brake to slow you down as well. In terms of here we are, the Jensen going down to turn number 10. He can't overtake Dragon. He's got Keenan all over the back of him. Now gets a better exit, and here we are, side by side into 12. But you can see Jensen there, just the corner, and I think that OWR Dragon, bless him, will get absolutely slowing down in turn number 1. But that was a lag, so apologies if you saw the stream there. Icy Men is next to take on OWR Dragon. I presume that Dragon let his teammate go because remember, both Aston Martins were fighting too hard against each other, especially on different tyres as well, completely different tyres. But this time, Dragon's learned his lesson. Icy Men goes around the outside, is turn 5, inside, outside, whatever you choose, mate. And Oscar Piastri type of style.
Yeah, so now he's up to P6. Obviously, that's three guys now that's already stopped and now past Dragon and Harry Kane. These three, their next target is now Joseph, and now they've all three of them actually got a DRS, apart from crossfires, of course. So I think these moves will be a lot more difficult now to try and get past as Jensen loses the back end again. Keenan might try and go for a move. He's really close to his gearbox, trying to distract Jensen a bit, but he's not going to do it. But yeah, nowadays moves are going to get more difficult now as now they've all got DRS.
Here we are then. Laser is right behind Crossfire Strikes. Pete's on podium. But actually, what are you doing? He just tapped the back of him on the straight there. He just went to the back. Oh, look at this. Multi-car battle going down to turn 1 as Harry Kane versus Dragon now. The two Norwegians going side by side. Kane wins the battle. Here comes Rising Star now, looking to take a move also on the medium compound tyres too. They want to get through the traffic as quick as they can there, not to lose time to their rivals as Rising Star cuts the corner, literally going down into 4. But Keenan Albrecht is now side by side, but Jensen later breaks. He tapped the back of Joseph now. Now those two are going side by side. Jensen turn in defence into a possible overtake, and he does. He puts himself into P3. The defender from Keenan Albrecht, but Keenan Albrecht made him overtake there, and now he's up into P3. There is a car in between, but look at that. Door is open, says Keenan Albrecht, and then thank you very much, mate. I'll take that one indeed. Don't need no second invitation. And Icy Men puts the McLaren back into P5. So here we are, then stabilise the situation. It's all down to both Williams drivers because we know they're on the hard compound tyres. Their tyres will be good so far at this stage of the Grand Prix. Watch out for them later. The pace should be there. Remy now side by side with Kofi there as he slips on the inside, but Kofi has the outside line as we go into turn 11 and turn 12. But Keenan Albrecht, more importantly in P4, is right to the back of Jensen then. There's the two hard runners. Here comes Laser to take the net lead of the Grand Prix. Those two got yet to pit in this race as well, to go from hards to mediums there. So he puts himself into first place. But here comes the new tyre runners then in P3, P4 and P5, all optimistic. And here comes Keenan Albrecht on Jensen there around the outside of turn 3. I love this track. It's so good for Bastard. Maybe not in real life, but this is what we want to see here in SFR. Clean, hard, but fair racing there. And Keenan Albrecht does not get the move done. He does a dummy, and he dummied me into turn 5 there too. Got me shocked, but Jensen knows too better than to fall for that one, of course. He's still focused on Crossfire Strikes, having to keep one eye on the RB and the other one on the Aston Martin, who's looking to take advantage anytime he gets. Look at the confidence he has. They're both on the same tyres on the mediums there, but Jensen's got a twitchy rear end and he's not able to get the power down as quickly as he wants to. Look at that, switching lines, left, right, centre. Where are you going to go? I'm going to go around the outside, but I'm going to brake later, says Jensen. But Keenan Albrecht gets on the throttle earlier, has a twitch himself. Going down into turn 11 we go, and Keenan Albrecht, who's going to keep the throttle pinned here, has more oversteer the corner. Jensen just holds on to the lead of the Grand Prix. Mine's defence. Jensen is under massive pressure. He wants to overtake the top two, but finds himself looking backwards instead of forwards then. DRS enabled. Crossfire Strikes. Will he have enough battery to protect himself against Jensen there? No threat from Jensen. He's saving battery in P3. And here comes Crossfire Strikes now for the lead of this Grand Prix. There's a Red Bull. There's an RB, sorry, gone for a spin. It's MDJ. What happened, Owen?
I have no idea. I think he just maybe went too wide on the final corner, probably went onto the grass and just spun. I think it's as simple as that, really.
Simo's type of style, yeah? Oh, three abreast here. Sauber, Red Bull, and McLaren, Mercedes, Aston Martin there. Jensen's overtaken Laser. He's up into P2. Where's that? That's down at turn 5, that is. So Jensen has got past. But there's contact! And Laser's almost in a spin. Keenan Albrecht saves him there. And here comes his teammate on a better tyre. He puts himself into P4. Keenan Albrecht has shoved past there as he made contact that caused him to lose the rear end of the car and made it out unscathed. Thank God for that, because Laser would have been so frustrated there.
Yeah,
He's going from hards to medium strategy, remember, so he'll be quicker towards the end of the Grand Prix. What second, third? Down the inside goes Fireblaze. It's a turn. It's a spin.
No.
He's made contact with Laser. He tried to double overtake, but he couldn't pay it off. It's critical for this race. This is the Williams that led the opening skirmishes of this Grand Prix, and now his strategy's been completely thrown out the window. He was looking to take these hards towards the end, while others might have to pay again or suffer towards the end of the Grand Prix. That's critical. One of the Williams boys is out, or down into last place, 18th, and the other one, Nico, will have to bring it home. Josh Firestrikes is now ahead of Jensen going into turn 1. That's Keenan Albarak. Keenan Albarak goes to second place, but Jensen gets a bad exit. Here comes Keenan Albarak now, going side by side with Jensen as we head down towards turn 3. Jensen keeps losing the rear end, hence why these guys are on the back of him. There's contact there between those two. Only minor as we go down towards turn 5. Jensen having the inside line, but Keenan, can he swoop around the outside? MDJ's retired in the pit lane. As we go towards turn 5 we go. Keenan Albarak defending the inside line, and Keenan Albarak is now the leader of this Grand Prix. He finished 4th on his debut at the Singapore Grand Prix. Here's Icy Men looking to take advantage. Going into turn 7, it's going to be tight between those two, and they make it out escape. But Jensen, Icy Men almost lost it with wheel spin as we go towards turn 9. Crossfire strikes. He's defending for his life here. He knows there's a cruiser point to slow him down before he goes on to medium compound tires himself, as Icy Men does not overtake him. Now he pushes him out of the way. Now he goes past him and says, thank you very much, mate. I'm sorry I had to push you out of the way, but you're slower from me. And now Nico switching lines, inside outside, going on the inside this turn. Into turn 12 we go, and Nico's up into P4. The top 4 then back where they are, but Nico, I dare say, is in the best advantage here at P4. He's on the hards, remember. He can take them towards the end, but who's this coming back on him? Here's that Red Bull. It's Hurricane, and Jensen and Keenan Albeck are still scrapping away for first and second place there, and Jensen just holds on. Laser in the background, trying to defend there from Laser. No, he's not. He's trying to defend from Rising Star, sorry. As Rising Star's on fresher tyres, but he's able to defend from that one, but how much longer? Because those hard compound tyres for him don't look too pretty, do they, Owen?
No, they don't. Obviously, Laser.
Oh, my goodness.
Fireblaze made contact with Laser. Laser obviously got a little bit lucky with obviously not getting fully taken out. He was able to carry on or not lose too many positions, but obviously his championship rival, they've got Blokey, is pretty much racing today. He is now lost out on from that contact that he made with Fireblaze, so he's not going to be very happy with that. I'm expecting a stewards report from that as well. But yeah, this is really close racing at the moment. Obviously we've got the top 6 at the moment, just like we saw in Division 3. Really battling out for the lead of this race.
So the top 4, they can concentrate now on breaking away from those guys behind, because they've got past every single person who was on older tyres. So now this is their race to focus on, P1, 2 and 3 and 4. But Nico, he will have the tyre life come towards the end. I don't think a 2-stop strategy is going to work there for those guys. They can go towards the end. I want to underestimate it, but here comes Keenan on Jensen, and Nico is up into P3 looking for the race win. He is in the best comfortable position. We know the safety car came out to put him on the hard compound tyres and go towards the end. So his hards will be better. It depends. Can the medium runners survive? Will they be close to puncher territory? They can't pit again because they lose so much time, so they've got to stay out regardless. Their only hope, Aiden, is that a safety car comes up. But bearing in mind, though, they won't lose too much, because Nico, yes, could go towards the end. Rising Star, well, everybody's got to pit except Nico, because they're either on old tyres or mediums. But I think because it equalises it out with being people are being on the medium compound tyres, so therefore they're actually on a level playing field. These guys on medium compound tyres, it all depends. Can they survive towards the end? Can they minimise the slides? Can they reduce the lockups going into heavy braking zones? Can they get on the throttle when they need to as well without losing traction? But Jensen, I dare say, is going to be the most compromised position towards the end of this Grand Prix, because we know he's been tail happy so far with the balance of that car. But still second place there, holding to the back of Keenan Albarak. Keenan Albarak, once again, props to him. Fantastic job so far. He appeared at the Singapore Grand Prix, got P4, lost out on the podium, but P4 was still a great result. Nico sets the rest of the Grand Prix on the hard compound tyres. Here comes Jensen now in the DRS on the back of Keenan Albarak. He now takes the lead of the Grand Prix, and Nico's just sitting patiently in P3. Icy Men, he's dropping away slightly from this battle there. He's outside of 1 second range of DRS. I know why, because he's sliding through corners, and here comes Kane now, side by side, but I think want to see Albarak. No, he doesn't make a move, he stays behind. But here comes comes Harry Kane now side by side with Icy Men as we go down towards turn 4. Now, Icy Men, you've got to up your EBS brake bias, because you're sliding too much in corners. You're going to put unnecessary temperature and wear into your tyres. You've got to minimise the lockups, make sure the car don't slide. You want it in qualifying because it's very good to rotate the car through qualifying with engine braking if you've got the skill for it as well, because sometimes you can slide or just slide in the corner and get the throttle earlier. So Icy Men, up your brake bias, mate, because that's what's costing you. You had a massive slide through turn 1 and now you're outside the DRS zone. Why am I even saying this? I'm not even his engineer. Might as well be. I'm not even his engineer.
We got a spinner. Got a spinner of, I'm guessing it was Kofi. He was leading this pack at the back, near the back of the field. Yeah, he's lost the back end. Our turn number 9, I think it was, that fast right-hander.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's down in P number 15, 11 that hold hard compound tyres, so he doesn't need to stop either. So he should have good pace at the end as well. But yeah, watch out for Nico. I'm expecting him to be having good pace at the end. Harry Kane has also got past Icy Men, and Crossfire Strikes also follows him. Keenan has now taken the lead off of Jensen, but Nico is doing exactly what he's doing at the moment and just keeping with these two, because their tyres will die off near the end, and he will have the better tyres towards the end. So watch out for Nico at near the end of the race.
What I'm thinking is now, because these tyres got older, I think the hard compound tyre... Oh, there's contact! Nico has just hit the back of Jensen going into turn 5 there. I don't know, I think he outbroke himself. He wasn't going for a move, but thankfully his front wing is still intact there. So go for it again, Nico. Just be careful, mate, because that could have really ended your race. It could have been a Williams 1-2. Don't make it a non-Williams podium, because you worked so hard for this as well. You've got the best tyres on the car. You can take them towards the end. You'll be challenging the top 2 as Rising Star gets a 3-second penalty in this Grand Prix. Same with Kofi on the P17. He's gone for a spin, has he? Yes, he has. He's crashed at the exit of turn 7 we go. Kofi. It's such a shame for him. And yeah, the bad qualifying session with a bad race. Yeah. And maybe this track is not his strongest either, so we can forgive that, because every single driver has their strengths and weaknesses. It's not like actual F1 where we see McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes up there all the time. Here comes Jensen up the inside into turn 1 we go, or before turn 1, and he puts Keenan Albarak back into P2. And yeah, I think I wanted to say as well that the mediums are hard now are like a crossover pod, because the mediums getting worse. The old hard compound tyres might be slightly better. It's quite bizarre, believe it or not, as the Kofi's gone for a spin again at the exit of turn 2. Somebody's went side by side. It's turn 2. Damage. I'm not quite sure who that was, but Ryan Rice is up into P8 we go. But yeah, I think the mediums are hard now are starting to equalise each other out, because the mediums getting older, the newer mediums, well, the hard compound tyres are starting to they're durable, so they could go a long way. So I think that's the reason why we're seeing Harry Kane almost in his DRS range, as Kofi's retired in the pit lane. So sorry to Kofi there. He retired in Monaco, and yeah, let's see, can he make his way back? He's got some good pace. We've seen it at the Singapore Grand Prix, but maybe this track is not suiting whatsoever. Oh, yeah, Owen, I got to say, I enjoy doing comments with you all the time. It's fantastic, mate, all this action. It's really enjoyable, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it really is, mate. Yeah, did
I make you blush?
In the pits now. Sorry. We've got Jensen in the pits now. I'm guessing he's going to go on to... Where's he going to go on to? I don't actually know. Jensen's coming to the pits. So maybe another set of medium compound tyres, or even soft compound tyres. See if it goes on to the medium compound tyres. Okay, interesting. So new medium compounds for Jensen. So Nico is now up to P2, so he's only got Keenan really to worry about. I think if Jensen's pitted, then maybe Keenan will stop as well.
Harry Kane could be a one to watch out for too. Wasn't up there in the top 3, but on the hard compound tyres.
Yet.
Oh, has he not? Oh, that's why he's still in P3. My bad. He's got to pit again, hasn't he?
Stopped.
Yeah. Explains why he's up into P3 then. I was wondering why he was up there in P3, but it's like, is that Imola Grand Prix where I think Beremy didn't pit and Harry Kane did, but Harry Kane was on the older tyres, so he had to sacrifice himself towards the end.
They did a medium strategy or something like that.
And you are correct there, Owen, as well. But the top 2, once again, in board and battle, but the top 2 now are left alone. Nico and Keenan Albarak, both on different tyre compound tyres. We expect the mediums to drop off towards the end, so Nico should have the advantage. Notice after a bad qualifying, he's up into P7. Does he?
Yeah, Keenan. Keenan has stopped, and Harry Kane has followed him in. Harry Kane, I don't think he's probably noticed that Laser has stopped, so I think Laser might jump him here. Obviously, Laser 1 lap on medium compound tyres, so they should be dropping probably behind Laser now. Obviously, like I said, I think Laser is concerned at the moment is to be ahead of Harry Kane. He knows that, well, he probably does know that he's 100 points ahead of P3, so not really much to worry about in that certain of mind. So his race really is with Harry Kane, so he needs to make sure he is ahead of Harry Kane, and he is not. So he has lost a bit of time after that undercut, and Rising Star has come into the pits for new soft compound tyres. Bear Remy!
Yeah?
Where's he come from?
Yeah, where'd he come from? He just appeared out of nowhere. I did not see him in second place, but I thought he was further down than this. He's in P2, man. He could take this towards the end. He just came out of nowhere. Mate, I am so baffed right now.
I didn't even realise he was where he was, and just now I'm like, hang on a minute, Bear Remy's in P2, where the hell has he come from? Nordis is in P3 at the moment, and then Langfau, we've got the two Alpines that are on for even a podium that have never been on a podium either.
Yeah, I was about to mention that because I noticed that both Alpines were P4 and P5 while you were talking as well in turn 3. Crossfire strikes on the outside, a crucial move there for him. He's fighting with Jensen. Oh, Nordis is retired! Oh no! It's a safety car! A safety car came out! Nico, Bear Remy, Langfau, Lord Danny Boy can all pit on Fireblades 2 to put on a brand new set of softs. Once again, this race has changed hands. Maybe not the advantage of Jensen, Keenan and Crossfire and Kane, who just came out the pit lane, but Nordis has retired in the pit entry that unfortunately has crashed, and he is out again. Unfortunately, he's P4 in the championship is Nordis, and he won the Canadian Grand Prix. No, he didn't. That was not looking at the wrong.
That was
I was looking at the wrong graphic there. My eyes, obviously, my eyes are gone, and I've crossfire there, but crossfire. But yeah, he didn't have a good Canadian Grand Prix either. But Monaco he DNF, but here in Spain is paying for him, and he's DNF. So for DNS, Martin calls the first safety car. DJ, don't know what happened to him. Kofi retired in the pit lane, and Nordis becomes the recent one to retire. We've got 10 laps left to go in this Grand Prix. It's surely a no-brainer now. These guys have definitely got to pit on the soft compound tyres there. And this should be their race to win as well. They'll probably jump the guys who just pitted, like Jensen, Keenan, Crossfire, Harry, Laser, because they all had to adhere to a delta right now, as they only have one lap to try and get as many times.
He's coming in now. He's
I show
13
that.
seconds ahead.
Oh, you said stop. I thought you said soft then.
Yeah, I'm not expecting him to go into the soft compound tyres. He's 13 seconds ahead. And now he goes on to medium compound tyres. Oh, okay, interesting. I think softs can go to the end here. But maybe they haven't got any more softs available.
True.
So maybe because of that. So Bear Remy's in for new soft compound tyres. Jensen is now in second place. Keenan in third, and Crossfire Strikes in fourth. Harry Kane in fifth. Laser in sixth, and Iceman in seventh. So Nico, he's definitely on target to take his win on his debut.
AMS Nico, the German driver who is at Esports League as well. AMS is quite a popular brand out there, and he's doing those guys proud as well. Is Nico. Great qualifying, great race so far. The pendulum swung into his hands in the first safety car because he could take the horse towards the end. Now the second safety car, he's on a better set of mediums, and these mediums are better than the ones Jensen, Keenan, Crossfire, Harry Kane and the rest of them have. So this should be in Nico's hands. I said Renz because I know a guy called Renz in AMS as well. I've commentated on him in the past, and he's rapid too. AMS boys doing good. Shizu doing good. Shizu is in an esports league right now, racing for EML. The league I was supposed to commentate with Wednesdays, but I sacrificed that for you guys because I love you all so much, and you deserve better as well. I could have been an esports commentator for AML that has like 700, 800 views per week, but at the same time, it's about loyalty, and I love this league, and I can't stay away from it because you guys are absolutely amazing. You're the only reason why I'm happy, because you all make me want to stay. Your introductions, your lovely comments about me after the race as well. You cheer me up in the DMs for those people who know I've been feeling down recently. Thank you so much for those people who have been in the DMs with me, and your comments as well on the stream, complimenting me, Owen, Thomas, or Owen, or anybody else actually. And this is such a fantastic league. I want to say, because ever since I removed myself from this league in 2019, I returned in 2023, and you guys made me feel at home straight away, because You're amazing people, and I really do appreciate this league. One of the best leagues going out there so far, and even though I commentate for higher leagues, no offense to this of course, but this is like a league, I commentate for esports. At the same time, they're much a higher level up, and everybody's watching too. I had over 100 people watching at the same time. That really scared the shit out of me, because having 100 people watch me under massive pressure, and there's a lot of people in the comment section too, willing their own drivers on, and I want to say it's been an absolute massive pleasure. Thank you for having me for Div 2 and Div 1 and Div 3 on the other occasion too. And when I joined by this league in Monaco, I said, yes, I want to stay here. Good impression. Laser's done a fantastic job recollecting these drivers together to try and form the best, the pinnacle, the creme de la creme of Division 1. Also Div 2 and Div 3 as well. So this league has really came back so far. I know it's had a bit of a downer. Every league has had a downer in its past as well, with only like 12, 11, 30 people turning up at the same time. But we're back in action. I'm your commentator. I ain't going nowhere for you guys. I even got offered £100 to go commentate off somewhere. I actually would turn it down too. I've turned down money in the past because I want to stay in my leagues, and that's how loyal I am. So thank you very much for having me as well. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, you make me feel a lot happier as well, like I said in the past. But that's enough for me. An emotional safety car, Owen, and also haven't talked about you either. Owen, since the first race, as they all bunch up together, since the first race in
Harry Kane.
Oh, sorry. Since the first race in Bahrain, I've enjoyed commentating with you throughout the whole of it. There's never been a moment where I thought, oh, I've got to commentate for Div 1 now. I've really enjoyed it, and I know you don't like it before the stream starts. Like, well, you know what happens before the stream starts.
Oh, mate, I don't know what you're on about. I love it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's depressing it. But at the same time, we're getting racing all together. Owen, last comments from me. Thank you so much as well for your support, and everybody else as well, and the commentary you do. Your commentating is amazing, your insights as well. But get racing, Owen, you can take this one away. Why not, mate? Go on.
Okay, let's go. Nico is obviously now taking the lead. Jensen is going to be right behind him. He's the 10th down, so he actually really has followed him through. He might go for a dive bomb, but Keenan and Crossfire Strikes, and even Harry Kane is going to try and have a look. That doesn't happen.
Oh,
Jensen
no!
stays behind of Nico. Jensen's got a 3-second penalty for cutting the turn 2, I think it was. So unlucky there, but obviously Nico should now try and start pulling away. He knows that he's got that 3-second time penalty, so he's now going to try and maybe help Jensen in a way to keep that P2. So in a way he can keep Keenan behind himself and well, just himself in general.
Ooh.
Midfield, Pat, we've got quite some action going on between who's that? The McLaren and Bear Remy. Bear Remy's going to try and go around the outside of Icyman. Icyman kind of loses the back end. Bear Remy side by side between turn number 9 and Bear Remy's lost the back end there. Now back out of it, and now you have some more action behind Fireblaze, and now going to try and go around the outside of Bear Remy. I think Bear Remy should try and, well, he's going to try and keep with him. And yes, he does, but now Fireblaze has the inside line of turn number 12, I think that is. Turn number 13 is still side by side between Bear Remy and Fireblaze. Fireblaze gets a better exit, and now he gets that move done. DRS is now enabled.
Well, that lap of commentators from you, it sounded like professional F1 there. That sounded really professional, like F1 TV Pro. You should sign up for that. You're really good at commentating and describing these battles. To lead you on, what happened to Icy Men? So, he went side by side with Icy Star. He lost traction out of turn 5, and he wheel spin onto the grass. Then he had Beremy alongside him, but kept him behind. And Fireblaze also capitalising on them soft compound tyres. Do you know what? I don't know who's going to win this race. You know, I think it's still Nico, but at the same time, Keenan Albarak has got some formidable pace. We've seen it so far in this Grand Prix. He's able to just get all of the back of him into corners like these as well. We're very careful not to stop at the back of him. Crossfire Strikes is looking for a first podium this season. Do you know what? We could see that new top 3 being interviewed here, Owen, because Jensen will be gone after 3-second time penalty. So we could speak to somebody new.
So, yeah.
Harry Kane, your podcast has come to an end, mate, but yeah, it's a shocking race so far. Well, Harry Kane. No, it's not actually. He's a P5.
Yeah, he's still there for that podium finish. He's only well, he can get ahead of Jensen on penalty, so technically he is in P4. So he only really needs to get past one driver, and then he'll be on that podium position. Obviously 5-lap old medium compound tyres and Crossfire Strikes on as a 6-lap, but Rising Star right behind him as well on the soft compound tyres. But obviously he has got a penalty, and now DRS train begins. Jensen round the outside of Nico. Will he get that move done? Yes, he will. He has got that penalty, and now he's going to try and pull away as much as he can. Obviously, Nico has newer medium compound tyres, so I don't think he'll be able to. Keenan is all on the back of Nico. Is Nico going to be defending it? No, he will not, and Keenan stays behind. So Jensen, again, a new race leader for this race.
And Keenan Albrecht will be looking now. He sees the net race leader who does not have a 3-second time penalty. His main target is Nico. He could not give a damn what Jensen does, of course, unless he pulls away 3 seconds. But it's going to be hard to do so in the DRS trade. So Keenan has got Nico where he wants him in his sights. And Keenan Albrecht had a podium back in Singapore. Almost got a podium, so I keep forgetting to mention that he was in the Sauber at the time. And here comes Hurricane up the inside into turn 10 we go, side by side with Kane and Crossfire. These two had a scrap in Monaco until Crossfire strikes, crashed out at the Canadian Grand Prix. He just inches ahead. Hurricane gets to the curve there, almost loses the back end. He was looking for a switchback, but the door was just open slightly there, but not enough to try and go to the inside. Now Kieran Albrecht is looking interested in the back of Nico and Keenan have DRS then on the back of Jensen as we go down towards turn 1 we go. Let's see, will they make a move? Here comes Nico now on the race lead again. He puts himself back into first place. Further down the field, that's Laser looking for a move on Rising Star on them soft compound tyres. They both go wheel to wheel, but Laser has the edge, the racing line, and he puts himself into 6th place there. Now his championship leaders ahead of him. Keenan Albrecht is side by side into turn 4 we go now. Late move for Keenan Albrecht. Jensen goes a bit wide, but who will get out of battle this first? Let's have a look. Has he spun? Oh my goodness me! Jensen has spun, and that's his chances of winning on the podium completely dissipated now. That's a spin for him. There was no contact. He just drifted too wide there. Nobody to blame but himself. And Jensen, once again, after having great pace, made a big mistake there. And unfortunately, down the order into 14th place. Now, Keenan Albrecht has got Nico in his sights, but they both have formidable pace. And here comes Fireblaze up the inside of Icy Men, going down into turn 10. Jensen spun again in turn 9. Is this a safety car? I'm not quite sure.
No, I don't think it will be.
My lips, my mouth's dry, Owen.
PHC. So we've got Keenan now. He's going to have the DRS on Nico. Now this really is going to be for the net race lead now. So Keenan, 8 lap towards 8 lap medium compound tyres, compared to 6 laps, and he should get them moved in easily. Can't really defend with that DRS. I guess I moved in now. Keenan will now try and pull away. He's losing the back end so very slightly, but not as badly as he's going to lose the car. Harry Kane and Laser, they are right behind his battle. Laser's about 6 tenths behind his battle. Laser really needs to get involved with these guys at the moment. There's only 4 or 3 laps left to go in this Grand Prix, so Laser really needs to get involved in this battle right now.
Yes, it does. The worst tyres of them all by 2 laps. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We're seeing a battle between Keenan Albrecht, the newcomer at the Singapore Grand Prix, Nico 05, Crossfire Strikes, the newcomer at the Spanish Grand Prix, and the championship leader right behind him, who's going for his 9th win of the season. But Red Bull got 9 wins so far, thanks to Bear Remy after he won the Monaco Grand Prix. But missed fortunes this time. Where is that man? He's down to P10 fighting with Joseph there, so not the race he would have wanted. But we've got to mention that, Owen, that Matthias in P4 has been benefited because he didn't do a stop yet, did he? And he's able to do a stop under a safety car, hence why he's back in this battle. That safety car has really played hands into the likes of Harry Kane now. Could he be fighting for a win? Could he be fighting for a podium? That's for sure. And look at this, 3 wide into turn 1 we go. Keenan Albrecht has lost the place there. Crossfire takes the lead as we go side by side between Nico. There's contact, and now Harry Kane swoops through around the outside. Keenan Albrecht has lost 3 places there in the space of 1 corner. They went 3 abreast. They all went for it. No contact made, but Keenan Albrecht had to bail out of it. And there's safety car. No, there's a yellow flag down there, and that's Jensen going for a spin again. Oh my goodness me, this race is changing hands. This could get phenomenal indeed. Can Crossfire Strikes finally get a win? Finally get his first podium of the season? It's going to be a very difficult tall order to ask. He's got to concentrate when to apply the battery, when to defend at the same time, where to save the battery, and anticipate when Nico is going to come at him as well. But Nico's the same problem. He's got Harry Kane behind him, so he needs to focus on overtaking Crossfire Strikes. He's wobbling left, right and centre there. I'm not quite sure why. Probably telling Harry Kane to stay behind, but why would you? Because there's 3 laps left to go. Look at this. The top 6, top 8 actually, all in a battle for P1. The top 6 are super close. Fireblaze in the Williams on the soft compound tyres. By the way, great recovery drive from Fireblaze in P6 to make his way back. Can he take a podium? Can he take Laser on? Here we are then on the straight once again. Nico will have DRS. Will Crossfire Strikes get swamped? He might will, because Keenan Albrecht is pressurised Harry Kane. Here we go. 3 abreast into turn 1 again. And then that's him Martin has nowhere to go. The Red Bull takes the lead. The Aston Martin on the inside there, and the RB's hit the back of him too. Nico has only lost one place there. Keenan Albert was boxed in, and Crossfire Strikes has gone from P1 to P4. Harry Kane is in the lead of the Grand Prix. Unbelievable stuff indeed. From P1 to P3, P3 to P1. Look at the RB on Crossfire Strikes, looking to take back the action there. Here comes Laser now. Winning over the inside to turn 5. No, but Crossfire Strikes locks up, and he almost allowed him Laser to go through, but keeps on the brakes there. He's got the grip of the media compound size to do so. This is going to be fascinating. Is Harry Kane about to win the Spanish Grand Prix after starting down at 10th? The safety car not going his way whatsoever. That second safety car was a blessing in disguise. Nico, the newcomer, is on the medium compound tyres. He was on the mediums to start with, then he went hard. He could go towards the end. Rising Stars drop backwards, but we've got to pay attention towards the top 5 here. Let's see, how is the order going to be? This is going to be the final lap towards the end. But look at Crossfire, look at Nico. He's made a big mistake. He had a massive twitch out of turn 12, and now Keenan Albrecht is on the back of him. Harry Kane, could that be the moment where he's decided to win this Grand Prix? All the battery is being used on this straight here with the DRS enabled. Harry Kane, look at his mirrors. Can Nico go down the inside? Into turn 1 we go. Nico takes the lead as we go down towards turn 1. Keenan Albrecht is defending there. He wants the podium after being denied at the Singapore Grand Prix. Crossfire Strikes wants the podium too. It'll be his first podium of the season, but it's not over yet because Harry Kane is all in the back of Nico. We know he's got some formidable downforce on that Red Bull. Here comes Kane. Crossfire Strikes. Keenan Albrecht sliding through turn 5 as we go down towards the left hand we go. Keenan's just sliding on the brakes there. Laser looking to take advantage. He does not get the exit there. Crossfire Strike survives, but unfortunately it will not be a podium, but still anything can happen in this race. Can Harry Kane respond? Can Nico respond as well? Keep an eye on what Harry Kane's doing. Both on the US there. All the battery is being in the straight. Is this going to be a last lap attack into turn 10, or will be P2 his best bet? It looks like Nico has got this covered so far, unless he keeps on the road and make sure he doesn't spin out or lose traction. Nico, the newcomer of the Spanish Grand Prix, what a drive for him so far. Being in the walls left, right and centre, was in the right time in the right place, and here he is then, coming towards the final 2 corners we go. Nico on his debut, as he crosses the line, he wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Harry Kane in P2, Keenan in P3, Crossfire in P4, Laser in P5. What a race that was. Unexpected podium, but Nico, after all that, came out on top with a fantastic drive there, getting past when he needed to, sticking in Harry Kane's DRS, and took the lead of the Grand Prix. Wow! Unbelievable stuff indeed. I think this is one of the best races I've ever commentated because there was so much action all the way from lap 1 to lap 35 with the safety car changing multiple strategies around too. This has been an epic race, and I hope you all remember it too, because I certainly will. And we get the podium interviews in the chat now with the German driver on the top of the Norwegian and Keenan Albrecht in P3. Congrats, Keenan Albrecht. It's your first podium of the season too, mate. So well done after a difficult drive as well in the last few races. And when you turned up at the Singapore Grand Prix, you were fighting for a podium, but just got it taken away from you from, I think it was Mark at the time, in P3 Aston Martin. But Williams win a race this season for the second time in a row, and it's Nico on top there. The German driver has not put a foot wrong in this race as well. Played it beautifully with the strategy. Did work with his teammate, but his teammate had his own spins and problems there in P6. And oh my goodness me, fantastic race indeed. I cannot wait to go for the next one. I want to skip these days for the time trial to next week's race because that's amazing. There's your DNS then. Jensen become the latest one after starting from pole. Nordis in P17, Kofi 18th, MDJ 19th, and Martin in P20. Oh my goodness me, my voice is dry as fuck. Sorry about this, man, but I've got to say it.
And Jamie, I think you need to stop because I think you got a lump.
Because I got a lump in my throat, literally. And I gotta stop because I got a lump in my throat. Oh my goodness me.
I just need to get Keenan in, and then that'll be everyone in as well.
Did you like the comms there on the last few laps of the Grand Prix? I've never shown so much passionate energy.
I've never seen you be that enthusiastic like you did right there. That was some great commentating there, Jamie. Really was.
It makes up after yesterday because the last 2 laps I didn't have a chance to speak. But anyways, please. Are they in the podium?
Just gonna get him Albrecht in right now. There we go. So all 3 of them have now been invited.
Oh, let's just take it. let's just take a moment to digest here, Owen. What this race has been.
Yeah, that like you said at the end of that race, that was probably the greatest race we have seen for position of turn of P1, and obviously all 5 positions were we were seeing the battle for P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. Yeah, some great action.
Matthias, yoo-hoo.
Yes.
Hello. You okay?
Hello. Yes.
Good. We'll wait for the others to join, Matthias. Then we can start with them, then go towards you in P2. Is that alright? Is that alright, mate?
Yeah, that's fine.
Proud of you, by the way, Matthias. After a dismal qualifying up to P2. Proud of you, mate. Well done. Good job today. Happy for you. So, Keenan Albarak, are you here? And the answer is nope. And also, first place man, are you here? What's his name? What if I forgot his name? AMS Renz. Nope. AMS Nico. Godverdomme, jammer. Nico. Wat doe je, jammer? Het spijt me. Ik begrijp het niet, jammer. Wat doe je vandaag morgen? Where are you, Nico? Ah. Oh. Is this gonna be another podcast for Harry Kane? Yoo-hoo.
Keenan is not going to join. Apparently his English is not very well, so he isn't going to join.
I hope he gets well soon. Mate. Keenan. Congrats to the podium today, Keenan. I know you're feeling a bit ill, but get well soon, mate. And well done on your first win of the season. Great driving, by the way, on the last few laps. Sorry, but I need to go, says Nico. So it's a Harry Kane podcast. So let's introduce this. Welcome back to podcast 10 of the Harry Kane podcast. We are here at the Spanish Grand Prix, where it's just ended with phenomenal batting, multiple tyre strategy changes, and we're here to discuss the race with the Red Bull driver of Harry Kane. And Harry Kane, so it looks like in the first stint you were in the midfield just playing along, and then in the second stint when the safety car came out, you stayed out there on your old hard compound tyre. Something I didn't notice until Mansell pointed it out. So you were probably hoping for another safety car to come out, or just trying to extend it as long as you can, go on the mediums or softs and see where you end up as well. But when that safety car came out, Harry, you must have absolutely been buzzing. And did you think at any point in that race you would get a podium today, my friend?
No, I didn't. After the qualifying I didn't look like I would get a podium, even a top 5. And on lap 1 I got spun around, so I was last on lap 1.
Oh, yeah.
So that looked even darker, but yeah, I came through, made some good overtakes, and yeah, I think I'm happy with how it turned out.
You saw that mega move down to turn number 1 when it was 3 abreast, but did you have a feeling you might get overtaken on the straight because you were low on the battery, of course, so you were just trying everything you could, try and keep Nico at bay?
Yeah, I knew that he would get past, but he got a bad exit in the second to last corner, I think.
He's here. He's here.
Yeah.
No, we'll stay with you, Kane. Kane, keep going, mate, keep going.
I thought I would get passed by 3 cars into the turn 1, but I didn't, and yeah, tried to keep up with Nico and overtake him on the back straight, but he was too quick.
Yeah, it was indeed then, and congratulations on P2, Mr. Matthias Harry Kane, because that was a fantastic drive from you today. After staying out there, your hard compound tyres, even though they were at the beginning of the race, did they feel comfortable because you were able to stick with the top 3 there, weren't you?
Yeah, the thing with this track and the hard tires is that they just get better and better every lap, because they stay the same, but you lose fuel and you can drive as fast as ever. So they felt okay all race, and I had good race pace and kept up with the top 3.
You did indeed as well, and congratulations on the podium. You won here last season, but down to P2, so it's not bad. It's your ninth podium of the season as well, so congratulations, Mr. Matthias. And how are you feeling for the Austrian Grand Prix, which, by the way, Formula 1 is back this weekend, in Saturday and Sunday. Make sure you tune in. The race will be on at 8 p.m. on Sunday, and hopefully we can see the championship battle brewing. But on to Speed Force Racing. How do you feel for the Austin Grand Prix in Texas in about a few weeks' time? Next week's time.
I don't know. I haven't driven that much in Austin this season or this game, so it will be interesting with a lot of new fast guys as well.
Are you nervous about these fast guys just coming in and influence these championships? Are you nervous, or are you just thinking, all right, these newcomers, just normal thing, just race against them, see how quick they are, and see what I can do against them? Is that on your mind in the championship? Do you think they might affect you just a bit with these guys coming in thick and fast?
I mean, as long as I drive as fast as I can, I don't think they will affect me that much. And they will affect the other drivers in the championship as well. So yeah, I think it's good for the league that more fast guys come in, but I don't worry that much. I just think race to race, and yeah, take it from there.
Thank you very much, Matthias. It's always pleasure to talk to you. One of the most humble drivers out there, and a kind personality as well, and a great team player. Hence why you're a champion. So yeah, well done, mate. And that's why OWR deserve you. OWR deserve you, because they've got a young talent in the making like yourself, Matthias. So keep going, keep pushing, and we'll see what happens then, mate. We'll see, won't we?
Yeah, thanks.
And also, Matthias, as well, please watch back the last 2 laps. My energy was on point, bruv.
Yeah, I will.
Right, we're moving on to the race leader then, and welcome, Mr. Nico. Congratulations on your win, mate. Fantastic drive. And I don't want to pressurize you too much. Just talk us through your race, mate, as much as you can. It's so good.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Before I start, I need to say my English is not the best.
It is. No, honestly, mate, don't doubt yourself. Your English is good. Listen.
Oils and German, and yeah. Let's start. Quali was fine. A decent lap. Had no practice anymore today. Was my first lap today, so yeah, I don't know. Was a decent lap. B3 in a race. Good pace eigentlich.
Yep.
Sorry, it's for German. Then the battle with, I don't know, that was a Haas driver, I don't know. A bit chaotic, but yeah, still a good race, and I'm happy.
You should be happy as well. And were you nervous about the last lap because you were behind Matthias? And were you nervous about him just defending from you? Did you know that you had to bash you overtake him because you were hounded? Sorry, you were attacked by the guys behind. Like, it was 3 abreast, but you actually survived that threat because you had the Red Bull, you had the RB, you had the Aston Martin, but P2, you kept P2 from the threat behind. Harry Kane took the lead by himself, and that's when you're able to pounce back on him. So that put you in a good position to the end of the race, right?
Yes, I want the DRS for the last lap because it's crazy on this track. Yeah, you see, I was 7/10 on, I don't know how much this was because of a mistake last corner, and still gain the 7/10 and got him. Yeah, the guys behind me was a bit chaotic, but yeah, I won. I'm happy.
You on the media cup outside, are you and Renz, the German and the Dutchy, are you to the party together, communicate, not Renz, forgive me, you and Fireblaze, are you two in a party together? Were you communicating in the first stint? Let's say, look, don't hold each other up, we're on the mediums, the guys behind on the hot, we need to drop away from the rest, but the safety car came out.
Yeah, this was horrible, but yeah, we had a 2-second gap or something, but yeah, so it was enough for P1 for the safety car, and then still looking forward, and yeah, I don't know.
It's all good, don't worry, take your time, it's all good. No stress here, mate. You're doing well. You're doing really well. Just it's okay. It's okay. And it's your first win this season too. So, what was you expecting heading into this race for a new league? Were you expecting quick guys? Did you think you could be up there at the get-go, at the start?
Yeah, on Monday I joined.
Yep.
This is crazy, and I was 10 minutes before the race start. I was in Rainbow, so I don't know. I got tagged in Discord, and yeah, just going in this with no warm up, and I don't know. I'm happy.
You should be happy, mate. Your first win at Williams, and first win for Williams is Pastor Maldonado 2012 when he beat Fernando Alonso on pure pace on that day too. But yeah, you got my energy draining there, Nico, with all that moves going on. Very clean today. That's what we want to see, and that's why you're AMS as well, the esports team. So they'll be happy with you. And vandaag. Sorry about that. That's wrong. That's Dutch, not German. That's Dutch. But yeah, well done today, mate. You did a fantastic job. You should be happy with yourself. Great strategy at the end to overtake, and I hope to see you next time, Nico.
Yeah, I hope too.
And by the way, your English is perfect, by the way, because I understood every single word. So just gotta be more confident with yourself.
I don't know, but
it's not perfect. But I'm trying to be nice. It's good, very good for me to understand at least. I understand every word, so you gotta be more confident with yourself.
English interview. That's
Well,
I don't know.
I'm glad I can give you a first English interview. Dankeschön, mate.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Watch the comments back, by the way, Nico.
What?
Watch the video. Watch the stream back because
yeah.
And before you go, Nico. Before you go, Owen, you got any questions to Nico?
No, I haven't. But it's a great pace today, Nico. I hope to see you again soon. Yeah, so good luck for good luck for the American Grand Prix next weekend if you're there.
Yes, I'm there.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Right, that's it then for Division 1. What a send-off, what a race we've had. Full of action, full of side-by-side, pure racing as well. So that was fantastic we got to see here today. A full turnout. This league is growing and developing. For those people who are outside watching this league, it's called Speed Force Racing. You'll find it on the, I think, the grid finder. Contact Sonic Hawk, SFR_ Sonic Hawk with PSN, or me, X Indigo with double O. It's X_ID. No? X_INDIGOO. That's how you spell it, go. Or Martin, SFR_Martin with a H. There's an H in between, it's A between M and A. But yeah, before I round off the stream, Owen, just want to say a few words to you, mate. Thank you so much. You've been here for the whole season, and I really, really do enjoy this partnership going. I think it's been the best so far as well this season. Not even joking. I'm not being offensive to the other guys, but yeah, we work well with each other, and I can't wait to work with you next week on the races because every single time your insights, the humour, the jokes, the deliveries, the knowledge, the insights, the facts as well, that you take up your time to commentate with me. I know I'm not in the best condition right now, as all of you can probably tell, but this is coming from the heart as well. Thank you all so much. It really does mean a lot to me, guys. It really does mean a lot to me, guys, with your comments, because I'll be real, I've not been very smart recently and not been very careful, not really looking after myself, and seeing all your comments, like people checking up on me from time to time, people tagging me in the Discord servers, that puts a smile on my face. It reminds me to keep going in life and never give up at the same time. It reminds me that there are people there to support you, even though you don't know it, because you do have friends around with you, but sometimes you feel like you're alone because you've got no one to relate to, etc. So you just got to keep going, keep your head up as well, and make sure you're always there for each other, because that's the main key in this day and age, just making sure you're all together, just trying to help each other, be kind to one another as well. And this league is incredible. After the dipping performance from this league a few seasons ago to the rise now, we're literally rising to the top as we're seeing lots of more full lobbies as well. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. I love you all, support you all, appreciate you all, even you, Glock, even though you don't like me sometimes because of my racing, and Hawk Smithy, the Canadian Scouser. Not good impression there, but yeah, it's a really privilege to be here, guys, because I didn't expect to join by this league. It was unexpected. Laser messaged me out of 5 years saying, "Do you want to come back to SFR?" I said, "Why not? I can't remember why I left. But I do now, but I can't stay out for personal reasons." And yeah, I just want to thank you all once again for all the love and the support, the journey we've been on together, Div 2, Div 1 as well. Me commentating for different... Oh, Harry Kane's left. But anyways, you didn't want to hear my soliloquy speech. But over to you, Owen. I just want to say, mate, thank you so much once again. I've just had the absolute pleasure to commentate with you, with everything I said previously, and yeah, good luck in Division 2 because you really do deserve it as well. Nice guy, really composed, and lovely, always lovely to speak to as well. I've thoroughly enjoyed this partnership, and I would love to keep it going towards the end of the season and next season and seasons beyond because this is really going to be strong now. Please don't tell me I said all that.
Yeah. after all that long speech, Jamie. Yeah, no, like I said before, it's been an absolute privilege to be commentating with you. I know you seem a bit on the tipsy side tonight, but you know your commentator's still been brilliant tonight. But yeah, no, I'll be back for the American Grand Prix, and yeah. Hopefully I'll have a good race as well in Division 2. I think you are meant to be racing as well, I believe. So I'll see how you get on as well, compared to my pace and compared to yours. Let's see a bit how the competition is compared to your pace. But yeah, no, let's see what happens next week, and I'll see you. Well, I'll speak to you again once again next week for the Division 1 American Grand Prix.
Yes, Owen, thank you very much. And indeed, I'm supposed to be racing for Div 2, so commentators could meet on the circuit, and this time it won't be probably not kind words. If you're side by side with me, you'll probably take me out. It will be like, "Get out of the way, Owen," or "Get out of the way, Jamie, you're so fucking slow," etc. But yeah, I just thank you so much, everybody. I just want to keep talking, but obviously you guys will get bored of it, and it's just been a roller coaster season, and personally for me as well, this season has been enjoyable to watch, enjoyable to commentate. There's so many different things going on in races too, as I didn't get to mention in Division 2 yesterday because of all the problems going on indoors. But yeah, the Spanish Grand Prix didn't fail to deliver, didn't fail to disappoint us, and yeah, we'll see you all. Join us back after the month break. No, don't join me back, but join Formula 1 back after the 1 week break at USA, Texas, and that should be a good race because we've always seen some fantastic action so far. UK time, Friday practice session is 6:30 p.m. Practice 1 with Rachel Brooks and Karun Chandok. 10:30 is the sprint qualified. It's sprint. And 7 o'clock is sprint, 7 p.m. by the way, guys. 11 p.m. is quarterfinal Saturday. The race build up to Sky Sports F1 and the F1 Commentators Pro TV is 6:30. Then the main action kicks off at 8 p.m. with the Texas Grand Prix getting away for the 56-lap race. Will Max Verstappen hold on to Lando Norris in the next upcoming races? Will Lando Norris get the jump on Max Verstappen? Well, he needs to win every single race, including sprints, to try and get as many points as he can. Will his teammate Oscar Piastri help out? Will Mercedes be back? Will Ferrari be back? There has got a three-way fight in the constructors, with Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull. Keep an eye on that, guys. You really need to watch this season because it would look like it's been boring at the start of the season with Verstappen dominating, but things have changed and turned around ever since Miami when Adrian Newey decided to left. He didn't really do much focus on this car, and also McLaren too, who's been up on the rise ever since the Imola Grand Prix, I must say, because Lando Norris was catching Verstappen down on pure pace. And McLaren's been strong so far, but Lando Norris has made a few mistakes. He can't afford to make any mistakes from USA onwards. And also, let's not forget, Liam Lawson is back in the field in the RB as well. So let's see how he does against Yuki Tsunoda for the second time, replacing Daniel Ricciardo after he broke his wrist in the Dutch GP, and also he replaced him because Daniel Ricciardo's pace has been fairly poor so far as well. So let's see then how it all unfolds. No major news so far in Formula 1, I don't think, if I can remember the top of my head, but I can't remember anything. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will finally shut the fuck up and get this stream done with. So join us back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Thomas and I, Div 2, Simo and Ellie, talk about the Cooking Channel on F1, and also Div 3, me and Mansell, who will commentate for Div 1 again. Let's skip the time and go straight there. We'll see you all next week. Goodbye. Love you all. Take care.